I'm doing a podcast. Can I call you back afterwards? I will, Grandma. I love you so much. I was just talking about you on the podcast, saying how when I talk to you on the phone, you always pray for me. Huh? Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Call me back.
I will. Wait, you're on the podcast right now. Do you want to say hi to the people?
Sure.
Say hi. They can hear you.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, y'all, this is my grandma.
Hi.
Grandma, you haven't met my friend Bob. Next time you come to LA, you have to meet my friend Bob.
When am I coming to LA? Next week?
I would love that if you came next week.
Next week is iconic.
I have to be
like
next
now.
year. When y'all come back from St. Lucia, we're planning.
Next year. Hi, Bob.
Hi. I can't wait to meet you.
Likewise.
Okay, Grandma, I love you.
Now that I have another one to pray for.
Yes, pray for Bob too.
Thank you.
Because Grandma, he needs it for sure.
Okay, let's get it cooking.
Yes.
Okay, Grandma.
I will share, Kev. I will share. But call me back, honey.
I will. Love you.
Love you. Good. Bye, Bob. Have a good day.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye. All right. Bye.
Girl, all the people, they will. Does your family do this? Saying goodbye. This is a very condensed version. Saying goodbye is a 5-minute process.
Well, with my mother, I used to have to say, if I want to say goodbye, I have to start at 20 minutes early. Because she has a bunch of stories she has to get out. Because, by the way, the whole time before, we were just on the phone in silence. Absolute silence, listening to each other breathe. And then somehow, somewhere, she mustered up all these ideas and stories she wanted to tell me. As soon as I say I gotta go, she go, okay, well, Camion did his first game. He played the drums at his first game. So that was nice. Okay, thank you, Mom. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. And Steve, I'm like, oh my God, this is wild. Like, why was none of this being discussed when we're just literally listening to each other breathe on the phone?
Bob, why are you so blue today?
I actually wore this to the gym and I've not showered. I normally try to dress up a little bit nicer for the podcast, but if you want the honest truth, my clothes are downstairs and I'm upstairs, and I just I didn't have it in me to go downstairs and get a shirt.
Wait, oh my God, let me close my drawer. That's so unprofessional.
So I am still gymmed up. Anyone who gets a whiff of me now is going to get a whiff of what I was doing at the gymnasium today.
Okay, I have a question. When you hook up, right, do you like, I think we've talked about this before, I can't remember. Do you like, I know you don't like fresh out the shower, like smelling like all the things.
I don't mind fresh out the shower. It's not I don't like it. That's not quite, I don't like the smell of deodorant.
Got it. Yeah.
It's specifically deodorant now, so I don't want you to taste like body lotion. I do not want to taste perfume on your body.
Would you be into like a fresh out the gym? Like both of y'all just woke up. Like y'all are like I finished my workout at 10 o'clock. We're hooking up at 10:05. Would you be into that?
No, but I would hook up with someone straight from the club though, which is essentially the same thing.
Yeah, I would. I mean, it depends on the person. I think there's some people like I would, or actually not the person. It depends on my mood. Some people I would absolutely do like a post-workout situation with. Because I think that could be hot.
It's not really my thing, but straight from the club is the same thing as straight from the gym.
No.
For me, I'd be on the floor sweating.
Oh well, yeah. When you be out there dancing, you do be going in.
I don't be at the club in the corner like I be on the dance floor dancing. Sweating.
I told you one of my favorite moments of Bob was when him, Thorgy, and I were in Birmingham, the UK. I think it had to be that comedy tour thing, and we were on.
That's the club where Aquaria was asked to leave for wearing Trekkies.
Trekkies, yeah, and
Trekkies,
we were,
whatever they call them.
It was joggers, Trekkies, or whatever. Spring, summer, joggers. And we were
joggers.
We were at this club, and y'all, Bob is on this dance floor, dancing like it was a dance revolution. This nigga his clothes were sweating like he jumped in a pool, and his hat. Bob, he always had a little crazy little hat. The hat was off. The hat was wet. You were getting your best life that night.
Yeah, I think I looked really cute.
You did look cute. No one said you didn't look cute.
There wasn't a statement about you. It was just me observing myself as cute. There wasn't an attack on you.
Well, you
It
know
was me
what? I'm
saying I looked
taking
really
all the parts of it because you hold him like, did you do this? Is the thing you do that makes me feel like you go, well, you know what? And I think I looked really cute.
Yeah, I do think I looked really cute. That's me affirming myself.
Oh, okay.
The affirmation of myself is not an attack on you. It's just me affirming myself.
Put your leg down.
If you feel that way, we can have that conversation too. Honestly, I thought my knees would be more busted up by the time of my life. And I felt like as a kid, I had always had scabs on my knees. I feel like as a child, I was just constantly, and I don't know what the fuck I could have been doing to have that many scabs on. I just remember that I have the feeling of what it feels like to have a scab at your knee. It's that feeling is so accessible and so ready for me it's so tangible for me.
Were you a clumsy kid?
No, not really. I wasn't particularly clumsy, but I just always had scabs on my knees. Falling off bikes, falling off on the ground, getting pushed down.
I was a clumsy kid.
I've not had a carpet burn since I was a child.
Yeah, I was a clumsy kid. I was always falling around. I was always stumbling.
I was just covered in scabs. Maybe I was clumsy. I just didn't realize it.
A little Deadpool the drag queen.
I've always thought of myself as particularly graceful and agile. I don't fall a lot. Like I'm rarely on the ground. Like very few people have stories like that time they saw me fall. I have fallen, obviously. I've fallen a few times, but it's pretty rare to someone be like, "Oh, that time you fell."
Yeah, there was that time when you were at your apartment and like you fell from a chair or something like that. That's
No,
what
you snatched.
time.
No, Taylor snatched the chair from underneath me, and you watched it happen, and you knew it happened. I did not fall off a chair. Taylor pulled a chair from beneath me that I was sitting in, and you all watched it happen. I did not like roll over out of the chair.
That is fake news. That is fake news. I've talked about this on here before. That is not what happened.
We know that's what happened.
That is not what happened.
Taylor moved the chair. Taylor did not do it on purpose, but Taylor did move the chair. I did not fall off the chair.
Right, but saying snatch the chair from under me is not accurate. That's not what the story was.
You made it sound like I fell off a chair. I did not fall off of a chair. The chair was not there when I sat down.
Right, you fell. I mean, I was
redact your statement.
No, I'm not redacting shit. But you're talking about Taylor snatched the chair. So Taylor snatching the chair from under you denotes that you were sitting on it and Taylor just, I got you, girl. We were all in Bob's apartment.
Off the chair denotes that I was on the chair, lost my balance, and hit the ground, which didn't happen.
We were all in Bob's home, Taylor, Bob, and I, and Bob was running around getting ready. And then Taylor, I think you asked Taylor to help you something, or he was helping you do something in your drag. And Bob
Taylor was also getting ready. And then Taylor took a chair. I stood up to grab a wig or something. And then when I stood up, Taylor grabbed the chair that I was sitting in, sat in it, and then I sat down. That's what happened.
Well, I think because I had a bird's eye perspective. I was looking at y'all getting ready because I was not getting ready. And then with the perspective I had was Bob was running late. So you're running around doing a bunch of things. I don't think the action was I'm sitting down. I think it was more like I'm getting up to go do something over here. And the intention was for you to always come back. When you came back, Taylor had moved the chair and he just went to go sit down and you fell on the ground.
So you admit I didn't fall off the chair, which you said earlier.
I was doing a bit at the beginning, but then you said
a bit.
When you said Taylor snatched the chair from you, that's also not true.
When I said when you do it, it's a bit. When I do it, it's interesting.
Boy,
that's so interesting.
Vit these nuts, girl.
I just find that so interesting.
Do you know who I saw last night? Or who I hung out with?
Who?
Your old assistant.
Luis?
Yeah, Luis he's back in LA now.
What did y'all do?
Well, Kim, Naomi, and I went out to Akbar to go watch a show, and I was just there at the bar, and then Luis comes up. He's like, "Hey, girl." I was like, "Oh my God, Luis!" I was like, "Bitch, I haven't seen Luis in 5-6 years." And I was like, "What's going on, girl?" I was like, "What you doing here in LA?" He's like, "I moved back." I was like, "You're back in LA?" He's like, "Yeah, we're just catching up." And the four of us, we just all hang out last night. It was such a fun little night last night. I had a good time. It was very cute.
Yeah, he finished grad school.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, look at you. Oh, look at you tapped in.
I ran into Kim Chi's old assistant 2 nights ago.
Name?
His name was like AJ or CJ.
AJ. Yep, I remember AJ.
AJ's a drag queen now.
Is she really? What's her drag name?
I do not remember. She did not tell me. I just know I was at the club.
Never
Because in
mind.
the clear, we all fam. I was at the club. I went to a bar. We were going to go to Roscoe's, but we heard music coming out. It was like cheering. And know me, we heard cheering coming out. Oh, there's what's going on here. It's a drag show. Let's go in. It was a Taylor Swift night, and she hosts a Taylor Swift night at this one bar. And it was, and then she came over to me. She was like, I don't know if you remember me. I'm AJ, Kim's assistant, which I was like, I don't remember you doing drag, but I guess now I do. And she does a Taylor Swift night on the first Sunday of every month. Those shows always tickle me. On the third Monday of each fourth month.
Yeah, that was my first gig at the Phoenix Bar, girl. My first gig. I had a bar at the Phoenix in the Lower East Side, and it was the second. It was 1999 Tuesdays. It was the second Tuesday of every other month that it didn't rain, and I was like, yes, my first gig.
I came to see you one time. I remember me and Mitch.
Did you come to see me do that? Really?
Me and Mitch came to Phoenix to see you, together. Mitch drove. But I think I've been to basically every gig you've ever had.
Same.
Before I was on Drag Race.
Same.
But it's not a competition, Monét.
I know.
I've been there.
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying. Also, I'm saying that I've reciprocated.
As I was saying, you were like, same.
I'm just reciprocating because I didn't want to forget.
To quote Monét, I'm taking it all in.
Do I say that?
Right. That's what you just said about me earlier. You're like, I'm taking it all in. The way you're holding the mic, the way you're beep beep boop 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 boop.
Or the way I'm beep beep beeping and booping.
I said beep 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 boop. Ow, beep 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 boop. Ow, beep beep. I could have been a scat artist.
Well, you are a scat queen.
I mean, not particularly.
I guess the question is how many times do you need to be painted on until it becomes a fetish? You know.
I don't know. I'm not answering that question. I haven't really been painted that many times in my life, to be honest. Maybe 2 or 3 times in my life.
Oh my God, I'm like, same. I'm two times, and one was by this fucking cop I used to fuck in the Bronx, and he's always taught me. And then one night he was like, I want to be taught. I really want you to fuck me with your dick, and I was like, okay. And girl, when I tell you, not even close to being ready. And I don't know why I thought he would be ready. Like that wasn't the intention going in. So like I should have had to. But then I was like, oh, he clearly wanted this, so maybe he's prepared. And as soon as I entered, I was regretting and so angry at everything. I was so annoyed. It's
also okay to stop and say, hey, let's clean up.
I did. And he was like, no, let's keep on going.
He did it on purpose.
I don't think he did it on purpose. I just don't think I don't think he thought about what it takes to bottom. I think maybe he thought that he was ready, but the further I went in, it was clear that it wasn't. I think sometimes also when you're not used to douching, you don't realize that how much time your body needs, and sometimes you have to douche a little bit and like let it settle for a second and like make sure it's good. He probably just didn't know the intricacies of it, to be very honest.
Well, sometimes you still have water in there you don't know about.
Yeah.
I once got on the train with water.
Wait, it's like you thought you got it all out, but you didn't.
I was like, oh, it's clear. Let's leave.
And then you farted and you were like...
I was trying to say, oh my God. What is happening? It was clear a second ago. And baby, what made it out on the other side of the train was not clear.
Wait, you basically sharded a little bit.
No, I went to the bathroom. I went to this guy's house. I went straight to the bathroom.
Well, girl, let me tell you.
And then I left immediately after decimating his restroom. I left.
How much water did you have left in there, girl?
Girl, I had one of those big bulbs.
Yeah,
I was overzealous. He was a very very hefty man. Let's put it that way.
Got it. There is sometimes bottoming and like tops want you to keep the load in, and I'm like, no, I'm not keeping your fucking load in because then I can't fart of my without being scared that I'm gonna fucking shit myself. Like I'm not cum farting for the next however many hours. Like, no, that's not a thing. I'm not keeping the load inside. I will always, as soon as the load is entered in me, I will always get it out.
And on that extremely graphic note, let's take a short break. I don't really want to talk about my fitness journey online at all. But I don't like working out.
Got it.
I want to say that out loud.
Okay, we will talk about it. I do have a question, Jacob.
We can include this. I'm saying we can. I know you didn't press this on me, and we can include this in the podcast. But I just do want to say I do not like working out.
Yeah, I just completely. And the more time that you've done it, now that you're like on like a schedule, that hasn't changed the feeling for you.
No, I've been working out, not all the time, but I mean, I've been working out for years, like years and years and years of my life, and I've never liked it. It has never been fun, ever.
So interesting. I generally have a good time every
It's
time.
not a hoot. It's
time,
not a
but...
holler. It's uncomfortable, and it takes up so much of my day, and it's just not fun. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Jacob, do you keep loads in?
Not on a regular basis. That's not something I particularly enjoy, but I have, I guess, for the theater of it, at least like maybe 2 times.
The theater of it. That's a great
performance.
Yeah. That's a good. The theater of it.
Monét, there's only 2 types of people in
This world.
Okay? The ones who entertain and the ones who observe. And honey, Jacob's a put on a show kind of girl. Okay. This is my favorite one. Come on, do it.
Yes, you have to fix that. Because there's something that...
But do you want to fix this, though?
This might be why your connection be crazy, because your computer is doing this in the background.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Catch it. You could never. Try it. Try.
I don't want to. I'm not interested.
Literally try.
Anyway, I have a question.
Yes, dear.
Are you one of those people that think that technology is like ruining kids?
I'm glad that you stopped doing that thing when you used to go,
I still do it, but I'm on the podcast. I'm not gonna do it on the podcast.
I haven't heard you do it in years. Monet used to
ask Andy. I do it all the time. He's always very, very bothered.
And it's like I literally cannot make the. I don't have the.
Why is that so weird?
It's upsetting. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting.
I think iPads ruining our kids' our minds is the new TVs. Like as a kid, this is why I had such a weird relationship with books now, because also it was to help me fix my speech impediment as a kid. So I'm happy for that part because it helped out a lot. It doesn't.
Your speech impediment?
It didn't completely inoculate it.
What's a peach impediment?
It didn't completely cure my peach. Now I'm saying fucking peach, you fucking bitch.
Your peach impediment?
It didn't completely cure my speech impediment, but it did help a lot. Because just in case you're new here, as a kid, I had a very, very heavy stammer. A very heavy stutter. Like I would be like, it was very bad. And then so my mom, to help me out.
We could have been friends, you and me, in school.
We could have, or we couldn't have.
We could have. I mean, if we're the same age. We're not the same age. It would have been weird.
It would have been weird.
Because you're 4 years younger than me. So if you were in 8th grade and I was hanging out with a 4th grader, that'd be a little strange.
In my neighborhood, I hung out with people like that were much older than me, because I was also the youngest kid in my neighborhood.
Yeah, like as a big group, so like a bunch of kids would hang out. But usually when the groups broke up into the little groups, it'd be like the 8th graders. People would stay in their groups. So like if everyone's at the park, yeah, I would play with the 4th graders as well, even though I was in 8th grade or 6th grade. But typically speaking, when we broke into smaller groups, I was not hanging out with the much younger or the much older kids.
I was the youngest one in my neighborhood growing up. So there was one other person younger than me. His name was Quinn. He was a few years younger than me, but for the most
You're so
part,
jealous of Quinn.
Because he was younger than me? At that point, I wanted to be older. I wanted to be older so I can hang out with the big kids.
You're still young. You're still jealous of Quinn. Describe Quinn. What does Quinn look like now?
Oh, I've not seen Quinn in years, but Quinn was skinny. Quinn was short of me for the longest time, and then...
You're Puerto Rican?
No, he's just a light-skinned black guy.
You're Puerto Rican? I thought she was Puerto Rican.
And then Quinn had a growth spurt, and Quinn got mad tall, like all of a sudden. And Quinn, you lived in the house. Oh my God,
yo, son, you making me mad tight right now.
It was in St. Lucia, so they didn't have that accent. Oh. But Quinn was in the house next to mine, and so Quinn, we used to hang out all often. Yeah, so what I was saying was, I feel like iPads ruin our kids, or the new television is ruining, it's
It
melting
used
your
to be
brain.
books.
They used to say that about books?
Mm.
When? In the 1920s?
Back when there was no TVs, too many books.
Like
too
when
many
the printing
books.
press was first invented and like books were starting to become a thing, people are like, oh my God, people are just going to spend all of their time reading books and it's going to destroy society. That was like a real concern, like when the printing press was made. Yes.
I didn't know that. The more you know.
There's this great video of this little girl being like, "Mommy, can I go to Chuck E. Cheese?" And then her mom goes, "Chuck E. Cheese is closed." And the girl goes, "Hey Google, what time does Chuck E. Cheese close?"
No, that is not real.
And then it's a video, and then she's like, "It says," the little girl says, "It says here the Chuck E. Cheese is open."
I was screaming.
And her mom was like, "Well, you can't go."
That's sickening.
I'm gonna see if I can find the video. We can put it in, but that shit is so fucking. Let me right now, if I would have been that kid.
Oh, for sure.
I would have been that kid.
You for sure are. Bitch, you're that kid now.
Mom, can I go to Chuck E. Cheese? Chuck E. Cheese ain't open. What time does Chuck E. Cheese close? That shit sent me to the moon.
Yeah, bitch, that is wild.
Open.
You say what?
Chuck E. Cheese is open.
How did you get that on there?
I pressed this little circle right here.
Oh.
Is Chuck E. Cheese opened?
Chuck E. Cheese is open today from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Here are the hours for the rest of the week.
And this is
I'm obsessed. And also, she knows the time, too. Because obviously, she can tell time because she knows at the time that it is currently, that it is open. So she's like, so, Ma, what's good?
That is so iconic.
Well, I mean, yeah, kids are fucking smart. Like, a lot of kids are more technological than their parents.
Chuck E. Cheese is open.
That's also my thing about, like, having a kid and like trying to like do all the things and the locks and the guards, whatever. And this kid was like, motherfucker, I can fucking hack this shit. Bitch, I will go on TikTok as long as I want to, and you won't even know. That's the scary part for me.
Well, there's got to be a way to get kids to not be able to use their phones at a certain. Gotta be. I mean,
there is, but like, for example, I was on the internet today. I was on the internet today.
I was on the internet today.
You
You were on the World Wide Web, weren't you, Monét?
I was on YouTube this morning, and I've been obsessed with these videos now. These dudes scamming hackers, scamming scammers. This guy.
Obsessed.
Oh.
Obsessed.
This one, though, he found this scammer compound in India, and he has logged into the CCTV of their security cameras, and he's watching them watch him, and he is like, yeah, you over there in the brown shirt. Like, it is so good. And these scammers are like, wait, how is he doing this? And they can't figure out, like, he's like fucking wading into the mainframe, shutting down their cameras, rerouting all the funds. I'm like, it's gonna be like, I'm sure some people's kids can do that. Maybe not as that intensely, but there are some kids that are probably very good on the computer that can do shit like that.
I mean, he is someone's son.
Yeah. So like, what's stopping a 12, 13-year-old from doing it?
Probably cognitive skills.
No, because bitch, they have cognitive. A 12, 13-year-old.
I don't think 12, 13-year-old. I mean, there's probably some talented 12 or 13-year-old who can do it, but typically speaking, probably not. But I mean, I do agree that it is really wild that I love watching these people scammers, or I also love the ones who just waste their time. Like, they just waste their time. Like, there's this one lady who does this really weird voice where she talks kind of breathes in. She like breathes in when she's talking.
Sorry, 1 second.
It's like her whole bit. Uh-huh. And she just wastes her time. So she'll be sitting in her home, and she's like, I'm at Target. I'm trying to buy the gift card, but they won't let me. And then the guy's like, let me talk to the cashier. And then she'll be like, hey, it's me, the cashier. Yeah, you can't buy this gift card, but you can. She just sees how long she can keep them on the phone until they just give up and hang up on her. And honestly, it's pretty iconic. What was that? Is it a secret? Is it upsetting? You watching Love Is Blind? What you
They're like
about?
rolling into this thing over here, and like they have to be out of here in an hour, so they're like trying to like fucking. It's like, oh, I just can't. And like came out here to do it because they're drilling in the house under the thing.
You act like they're doing this without your permission.
I know but I mean, they have to get it done.
You
They're
know they
"Girl."
broke in your house, start drilling.
No, but Bob, they are teaching coding in schools now. Again, I don't think it's as intense as scamming coding or whatever the fuck it takes to do all that. But kids are learning coding in school, something that was not even. I mean, they say that we kind of learned coding loosely on MySpace, but
Okay, well, maybe not at your school, but at my school, baby, we were learning. We had Mavis Beacon.
maybe
Yeah,
it's typing. That's not coding.
yeah, I know it's not, but it's computer. Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
yeah, we did. We learned Microsoft Office. I can still make a spreadsheet to this day. Yeah,
Oh, but that's even that coding, bitch. I had to do.
I can write in MLA format. Can you?
I can do APA and MLA. I had to do.
Need Chicago.
I can use Chicago too. Do I remember Chicago? I don't know Chicago. I know APA and MLA though. I had to
Honestly, I could not still write in MLA format. I don't remember. I don't even remember what the fuck I was
I could
doing.
do it.
I'm pretty sure it's just like an indent and space. And I think, honestly, it's been so long since I've written any kind of essay in any format that needed to be done. I think,
I mean, like, I was doing a spreadsheet.
It's very quiet, Monét, I promise.
Okay, good. I can do a spread. I had to do a spreadsheet for this thing I was doing for me and Patty for a thing. And when I tell you, and I used to know a lot of the codes for Excel, like F5 minus this, this thing. I could not remember any of them. Again, because I haven't used those skills in 2 decades, probably. But
2 decades is wild. You didn't even graduate high school 2 decades ago.
Yes, I did. Wait.
I graduated high school 2 decades ago.
All right, you're right. Oh my God. And let me aging myself. Thank you, Bob. And like probably like a decade.
This year is my 20-year reunion, and I'm not gonna make it.
Damn, when is it?
While I'm on this tour.
Damn. And you're gonna be in Columbus too.
I didn't graduate high school in Columbus. I graduated high school in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Well, you're gonna be. When I say that, I mean you. Is it around the time you're gonna be in that area?
I have to check the Facebook page. There's like a Facebook thing. I also wonder, like, do these people even like remember me?
So what? Doesn't matter, girl. But if you do it, you have to go in full drag and you have to stunt.
Mara High School class 2004. Like, when is? Oh my God, I don't even remember when.
I have not. I didn't go to my 10-year reunion. I will absolutely go, but mine is different. Yours was such like my school was so gay. So me going to drag is not going to be impressive. Like going to yours in drag sounds like it'll be so fun. Can I be your date?
I mean, Mara High School is a really massive school. It's not like a.
I know. So we so many people. You come in and drag. If I go to mine, probably like 20 people in drag already. If you go to yours, I would venture to guess that no one else would be in drag besides you.
Well, we had a guy, I mean, rest in peace. We had a guy in my high school who was up in full drags at high school. His name was Brian Conrad. No, Ryan Conrad. He had a twin named Brian Conrad. And shout out to Ryan Conrad for being a very queer out person. He passed away during COVID.
I remember you telling me about this person. What was your first cell phone? My first cell phone was the Nokia. Do you remember the Nokia Blue Soap? No, that's
Blue
not true. I'm lying. My first phone was the Virgin Mobile Kyocera. Well, that's when Virgin Mobile was
Kyocera
big.
too. That's crazy.
Like happy. Do you remember the Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa too? You remember that whole campaign they did about the holidays? That's when I got my first cell phone.
I got a Kyocera and mine had a flashlight, which was crazy at the time. For a cell phone to have a flashlight was wild.
How do we have the same cell phone? Okay, what age were you?
I was 18.
Your first cell phone was 18?
Mm-hmm.
That seems late.
I don't think it. Just remember, I'm 4 years older than you.
I know.
So there's that.
But I had mine in like
also, I didn't grow up wealthy.
And neither did I.
So I couldn't have one. No one bought me my mom didn't get me a cell phone.
I don't know if my mom got me mine. I can't remember if I got mine myself or
You paid for your own cell phone with what? How old were you?
I don't remember. I was in middle school.
Then you didn't pay for it.
You
If
don't
remember.
bitch,
You didn't pay for it.
First of all, Miss Thing, I worked as a kid. Like I used to when it was wintertime and it was snow, I would shovel almost every garage on my block, and that was $25 a house. So I would easily make like.
I feel this feels pretty clear to me, but maybe it's not clear to you. I feel like you would remember if you paid for your first cell phone.
I really don't remember. It was so long ago. Bob, I can't remember life events that happened to me last week.
Yeah, but it just seems like the same thing. I know I paid for my first cell phone, and I worked as a child too, but I certainly 100% paid for my first cell phone.
I think I may have paid for it. I think I may have, because also cell phones weren't.
You feel like you did, or you did?
Cell phones were not that expensive back then. Now you're looking at $1,500 for a phone. Back then, like I feel like a cell phone. Besides the Sidekick was bought for me, but I think the Virgin Mobile ones, you could, like, they came in that little plastic thing that you got at the store, and those were maybe $200, maybe $150.
So they gave a 13-year-old a phone.
I think
they made you sign a contract and gave you a phone.
I think I went with my mom, but I think I paid for it with my money. Like my mom probably took me to get it. But I with Virgin Mobile, I don't know if Virgin Mobile you had to sign up like you did with AT&T. I think those were kind of like boot phones you can get, or what you call them? Not burner phones you can get now. You can kind of just pick it up at the store. Let's take a break. We'll talk more about this.
All right. I saw today that stood out to me.
What?
If and only if I can find it. And if I don't find it, also, by the way, if you're listening and you are in the path of this hurricane, traveling to
this episode is going to come out after the hurricane has hit.
Well, they're saying that this is going to be the most catastrophic hurricane and in years and years and years. And the mayor of Tampa came out and said, if you stay, you will die.
I know. And
she goes, and I'm not being dramatic. Mm-hmm. You will, if you stay, you will die.
Yeah, I get some people want to stay with their thing. It's like, no, we can ride it out. It's gonna be good. Girl, it's not.
She was like, this is not one to ride out. She's like, not this one. Don't ride this one out.
Your life is not worth it, girl. But yeah. I posted some resources. I know, because I think, especially with Trump fucking having a GoFundMe for the thing, but only pledging, I think, 3% or whatever fucking crazy shit this fucker is doing. I posted some reputable things on my story. I'm going to make it a highlight for the next couple weeks or so, where I've been donating, and because it's so crazy that people take natural disasters or whatever, when people are in time of need, to make fake GoFundMes so they can pocket the money for themselves. Just so crazy. So I know in times like this, it's always kind of hard to figure out like what's real, what's not. And you don't want to run the risk of donating money to something and it goes to someone's pockets as opposed to helping people in need. So I'm gonna make it a highlight.
I can't find the tweet that I wanted to read. But if you were listening from the last episode, we have 889 votes. And 62% of people think that Family Matters is more popular than Living Single, with 38%.
Interesting.
I meant to say that on the last episode, but I just forgot to do it.
Well, who knows when this one's coming out, but okay.
What'd you say?
So who knows when this one's coming out, but okay.
You are Whisperiana.
I'm not. I'm talking at the
Maybe
same
your
volume.
microphone is canceling out the noise and you sound like the zzz or something.
This episode is coming out October 16th.
Jacob, is my microphone low or is Bob still bugging?
It doesn't sound low to me.
I think it's Bob over there. Bitch, adjust your volume on your computer.
It's my volume as up as it goes. Like, Jacob is so loud.
Weird.
But it's fine.
Maybe my volume is really high.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm figuring out, just every once in a while when you do like a really soft thing, it becomes a little bit hard to understand. But you know what? We're gonna make it through. I believe in the power of us.
Do you know my phone number off the top of your head?
No, I don't even know I don't even know your area code.
I know your phone number.
I
don't know why.
You.
I don't know why I have your number. I know my aunt's number. I know my mom's numbers. My childhood home number. I know my brother's number, and I know your number. Weird. I don't know why. I don't know. There's never a time when you and I have been friends and I had to call you off of memory, but I know your number.
I know my phone number, my former phone number, my mother's phone number, my childhood phone number. Those are all the numbers I have locked in. I used to have so many locked in, just locked in.
You're the 6.
Don't say my phone number.
What?
Don't say my phone number. I believe you. I trust you. I don't need you testing the waters.
They're gonna believe it.
Sometimes they be forgetting to bleep shit.
I don't think that's true.
They absolutely have forgotten to bleep stuff on our podcast before. It's okay. To err is human. That's not like a call out, but sometimes you just forget to bleep stuff. You don't think they've ever forgotten to bleep something on this podcast?
No, I think when it's been missed, I don't think we communicated to bleep it.
Well, I'm not interested in running the risk. Say your phone number. Cover your mouth. Say your phone number.
No, I'm not saying my number.
Why?
I'm gonna dox myself.
They'll bleep it.
Yeah, no, girl. Sometimes they forget to bleep stuff on here.
No, when they'll bleep it. Say your number. Can I say your number?
It's happened before. They have forgotten to bleep stuff on here.
Why would you let me do it?
You don't even have my area code, so go ahead, try it, do it.
I have it here.
Okay,
though.
no, so you're looking it up. No. So if you can do it from memory, yes.
I don't know your phone number.
Okay, then don't do it.
I don't even remember the name of the street you live on.
Okay.
I remember your old street.
Okay.
But I don't even remember the name of your street you live on. I just get in the car and I say, Google, take me to Monét's place. Actually, I don't say Google anymore. I just know how to get to your place from my place now, so I don't use Google for that anymore.
Andy, like that's why, like, I'm not proud about it, but like, it's not like a thing I'm proud of. But like, when I don't have to use it, besides, sometimes even though I know the way to get somewhere, I think maybe there's like a faster way of, I don't know if there's some traffic that I'm aware of that there's another way. But like for the most part, around LA, like going to like PEG when I used to live in my old place, or like going by your place or like Naomi's or something place, like I just know how to get there. But Andy, even though Andy knows to go down the block, he will put it into GPS. I'm like, it's the Target. Like, you know where it is. Like, no, like I need to see it on the GPS. Like, he will not go anywhere without GPSing it.
What's wrong with that?
Because I'm like, but you know, the Target is 2 minutes away.
Why does it matter?
Because you know how to get there. You don't need a GPS. There's no traffic block or blockade that's gonna happen.
You don't know that.
It is too. There's not.
You don't think blockades come? You don't think traffic? You don't think accidents happen?
There is, but of course traffic happen. But there is no. I'm telling you, Bob. There are five different. The Andy does not need a fucking GPS to get to the Target over here. He does not. But he just will not. There was no way. There's nowhere.
Why does that bother you so much?
There's nowhere Andy will go on this world that he won't GPS it.
Does it like make your getting there slower?
I can't explain it. It just pisses me off.
That's valid. There are things that just piss me off, and I really can't explain them, no matter how hard I try. I often try to get back from somewhere without GPS almost every time. I don't always make it. And you know what? Jacob be down for the ride. Jacob be like, let's find out.
Jacob be down for a lot of stuff.
Jacob is down. Jacob is a down ass bitch. That's for real. Jacob be like, let's figure it out, boo. Let's do it.
Remember that song? I wanna be your chick. It was like "Down for You" by Ja Rule.
It was I wanna be your. I think that bitch, didn't it?
Well, I used to listen to the radio edit. I wasn't allowed to listen to the graphic one.
Is that true?
Yeah, for certain things. I mean, I wasn't allowed to. I would sneak and do it, especially when YouTube got. Well, though, I don't think back then a lot of stuff was on YouTube. When YouTube first came out, like all music videos weren't on there. But yeah,
some of the radio edits were actually better.
Like what?
Let's get it started. Ha! Let's get it started in here.
What goes with ha?
I'm gonna let you go look up the original version of Let's Get It Started.
Listen
to it in your ear, and then I want to get a live reaction of the original, uncensored version of Let's Get It Started. And I cannot wait to see your reaction to it. Because honestly,
what could it be?
Insane.
Let's get it started.
Just wait. Don't try to guess. Don't try to figure it out before you go. Just go, look it up, and gag. In your ear. Let's do it in your ear. Don't let them. Are you listening?
Yeah, it's coming.
We can skip to the part where she hears it, by the way.
It just said ha again.
Wait, you're not listening to the original. I'm telling you, you're not listening to the original.
Let's get it started. Uncensored, original version. Am I just listening to the hook?
I'll get it for you. Hold on. Yeah, send it to them. But I don't want them to hear it. I want them to see Monét's reaction to it. Ready for it?
Oh no! Okay, Jacob, I got it. I got.
So when y'all include that, don't include Jacob's audio. I want the audience to just see Monet's reaction, and then I want you to go do your own research. That is insane.
It was also before we knew that you know.
No.
It's when people used to say that word all the time.
No. There had already been national campaigns launched on TV about that.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Got it. As a kid, we used to say the R word, not realizing it was a bad word. What year was this song?
I'm gonna guess
2003.
2000 what?
Dang, I didn't even get a chance to guess. That's crazy.
2003.
Well, 2003, I was 13. I think we still used to say the R word. I mean, I feel like I got consciousness of it when I was like in college, maybe. Like when I remember when I started student teaching, and we had a class. It was our Orff class, Carl Orff, and someone had said it, and then our teacher, Miss Morrow, was like, "Hey guys." And we had like a whole thing about the R word and like us being teachers, like going to schools, and that's when I gained consciousness that it was like not okay to say.
When I was in high school, we would say special needs or learning disabled.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in high school, yeah, you could not say that word. I mean, it was I only knew it as a pejorative.
Wow, interesting.
By high school, even maybe by middle school, yeah, it was definitely a pejorative for sure. In New York, I was still saying that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we all discover things at different times, you know?
My favorite thing of Bob likes to accuse me of this. I don't agree.
What, Jacob? What you laughing about?
Oh, sorry.
Oh. What was Jacob laughing about?
I wasn't laughing. I didn't realize I had my mic on, and I got some food because I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and I sat down. So what you actually heard was the sound.
Did Jacob break up for a second there?
Sorry. I thought I was on mute. I ordered food because I have not eaten today, and I didn't realize I had my mic on still. So what you heard was the sound of this bag of food rustling, and it wasn't me laughing.
Jacob, this podcast is not funny. Jacob said, I do not laugh at y'all. Y'all are not fucking funny to me.
Well, I just wanted to be clear that I hadn't found something funny and that I wasn't trying to. I do laugh at this podcast. That's been documented.
Jacob, you're so funny. What a treat that we get to work together. You were saying something, Mo. Sorry.
I know you interrupted me. Now I don't know what it was.
I'm sorry. Do you want to? Maybe I can jog your memory. It was about y'all using.
Phones. Bob used to have this character assassination of me that I want to debunk.
What?
About how Bob would say Monét loves taking phone calls in the middle of the room in front of everyone. And you used to say this.
You do.
I do not.
But I literally, the last time we podcast, you were on a phone call with your contractor for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We have it on video.
I had a podcast, not in the middle of a room of people. I'm at my home in my fucking garage.
But also, I feel like right now, unprompted, sight unseen, I could call 3 people and they would all corroborate.
Go ahead.
Do it.
You want me to?
Yes.
Okay, let me just order my food first because
what is the question you ask? Because Bobby asking a leading question. What is the question? Let's talk about the framing.
Does Monét answer the phone in the middle of a room full of people? Will Monét, in a room full of people who are already having a conversation, just get on the phone and start talking?
Okay.
All right.
I know the question is, does Monét? Okay, no. Because it has Monét done it. So you say, does Monét always answer?
Is it a thing she does?
So always.
Is it a thing you know that Monét does? Not like Monét did it once. Is it like a thing that Monét does?
Okay.
Every time in my living room, I have to say, Monét, go in the hallway. You were in the living room several times, like, Monét, go in the hallway.
That's not
on the
true.
phone.
Go ahead, ask. Who you calling?
Jacob, have you ever heard me tell Monét to go in the hallway on the phone?
Yes, in my life, yes.
Okay,
Thank
yes,
you.
in your life, yes. We've hung out for
Don't
years.
worry. We're working on it. Don't worry. We're working on it.
First of all, they're not gonna answer the phone because you know people don't like talking about. You
Maybe they don't like
gonna
me.
call Nick Smith, and Nick Smith is.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh,
Well, that was me calling your boyfriend, but he's probably working right now. Oh, Andy, on a work call. What's up? I got a swift response. I need you on the podcast. And honestly, if Andy says it, and don't try to text, put your hands up. Don't try to text Andy and say, lie for me. Hands up, bitch. Put your hands where I can see them. Hold on. Hey, Andy, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
Do you have any experience with Monét, like talking on the phone in a room full of people, like just taking a phone call in the middle of a room, maybe in a car?
Yes, I have.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Have a good day.
okay, no, but that's not the question. Have I done it? Yes, I'm not saying I have not done it. You were saying that I always do it. That's
I
not,
said
so
it's a
that does
thing
not
you
count.
do. You don't do it every single time. It is a thing you do.
No, because that was the question. You changed the question
We're on call
already.
number 2.
No, you changed the question. You're framing the question different than what we talked
Hey,
about.
Kennedy, you're on the podcast. Quick question. Do you have any experience with Monét taking phone calls in the middle of a room full of people?
Taking a phone call in the middle of a room full of people.
Yeah, like if you're in with Monét, and Monet's like, if we're all hanging out in the living room, and Monét just like takes a phone call in the middle of the room.
You're leading the witness.
I could see that happening, but no particular instance is coming to mind. My thing is that she'll play music when everyone's in the room.
Oh yeah, she does play
I don't
music.
mind
She does play music in the
her
car.
music choice.
You're right. She does watch
Icon.
TikToks in the car at full volume. Thank you, Kennedy.
Yeah. So you're wrong. Okay, so Kennedy is
Monét,
no.
You first, all you can do is try to negate. Which, by the way, the other one was the guy who lives with you.
Okay, but again, you changed the question. And there's ocular proof. There's auditory proof where we said this is the question, and you just changed it.
Final one.
So you have.
I was gonna say, do you have experience with Monét doing this? You
No,
approved the
he said,
question
is it
I
a
asked.
thing? That's not the question. Is it a thing?
Your call has been forwarded.
And Tyler's busy. 1 for 2 is not bad.
No,
and Kennedy says
it's
she
not
can
one
see
for
it
two because
happening.
you changed the question. You changed the question. We literally sat here and be like, this is the frame of the question, and you got on the phone and just changed your mind.
Also, Jacob agreed too, by the way.
No, but we said we were calling through. We're not asking Jacob.
Also, Jacob agreed. Monét,
Jacob
it's the
also
thing
said.
you do.
Jacob also said, yes, I have experienced that with Monét before, but I've also been hanging out with you and Jacob. Well, with Jacob for the past 5 years.
Have you ever seen Jacob do it?
Jacob
Have you ever seen Jacob do it?
Yes, I have seen Jacob answer the phone to his mom on before.
Seen Jacob take a phone call. I don't mean
his
answer
mom.
and leave the
Yes.
room. But no. Monét, explain to me what you saw Jacob do. Explain it to me.
Rose Ritz called, and then Jacob took the phone call, and he put it on speaker, and then she talked to you.
Okay, that's not what we're talking about, Monét. You will take a call on your phone, not speaker. Everyone's still in the living room talking or watching a TV show or playing a video game. And you are just sitting there on the phone, just talking. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And I say, Monét, can you step in the hallway, please? I've asked you more
Has
than
that
once.
happened to me? Yes, that's happened once, but it's not a thing that I do.
Have you ever seen Jacob do that? Ever? Once?
I don't remember. But I will say I have seen you do that.
Have you ever seen me do it?
Yes, I have seen you do it. You absolutely have.
No, I step into the
you
hall.
have taken the phone call on you. No, that's not true. I've seen it happen before.
You are making up
I am not making it up. I have
stories.
seen you do it before. Anyway, we need to get bogged down by
I will
this.
answer a phone on speaker and say, hey, you're on the speaker with me and Monét and so and so. But I will not put the phone to my ear and have a private conversation. You have never seen that.
Yes, I have seen that before. Absolutely.
Name one time it happened.
I don't remember the specific time, but you have done that before. 100%.
Well, then try.
You've done it before. Anyway, we don't need to get into the thing of it.
This is going to be a post episode. Actually, we can squeeze this in. I have Tyler Funicelli, Monét's assistant. Tyler, do you find that Monét is the kind of person who will take a phone call in a room full of people?
Monét will take a phone call in the middle of a conversation.
Thank you very much, Emmy Award winner Tyler Funicelli.
Thank you so much for giving me a job, Monét, though.
All right, bye. Monét is wild for that. Anyway, back to the episode. Monét, we already clocked. It's something you do. By the way, you don't even fix it. Stop doing it.
It's not a thing I do.
You can fix it by not doing it
anymore. It's not a thing I
anymore.
do, though, so it's incorrect.
So Andy's lying.
And you,
Me and Andy are
you
lying.
changed the question again, and everyone has seen this. They're watching this in real
Why
time.
don't you call
How
Andy and
you
ask him?
change
Call
the
Andy and ask him
question?
your way.
How you change the question? So everyone has seen you do it. Literally,
This is-
we all saw that you and I decided on the thing, and you changed it last minute. We've all.
This is
watched.
JD Vance level of lying.
Bitch,
We need fact checkers.
You are the bitch. Y'all don't want quoting the post.
We need fact checkers on this podcast because you are at a JD Vance level of lying, of spinning. You need to go in the spin room after this.
Which can we talk about which was a problem I had, how they decided to just not fact check the vice president debate. I'm like, I don't understand why it's an option to not fact check it. Like, why is that even a thing? Like, it should just be fact checked. We're like, we're not going to fact check the vice president. Why?
Donald Trump is the first presidential candidate to not go on 60 Minutes in almost like since the 60s, basically.
That's crazy. I mean,
basically in like
why?
In 80 years.
But why is 60 Minutes an important platform?
He didn't go on because he said he wants an apology for the last time he was there, and he does not want them to fact check. He's like, if you're going to fact check, and if you will not apologize, I will not. The woman who interviewed me last time needs to apologize, and you cannot fact check me.
Wait,
and they were like, no and no.
So he wasn't on it before, but so he has done it before then.
He did it. He did it last time.
So you mean he's the first as a presidential nominee to not go on the show?
Yeah, he's the first. For the first time since like the 60s, a main party presidential candidate has turned down going on 60 Minutes.
Got it.
And there's obviously not going to be another debate. So this is one of those big moments that a lot of people tune into 60 Minutes and see Kamala Harris went ahead with it. And they basically reported the whole thing. They were like, this is what happened. Here's the emails. This is where he said this. This is where he said this. This is where he said this. And because we're fact checking and because this lady will not apologize to him, Donald Trump does not want to do an interview with us.
Kamala Harris, she's going to be on The View.
I don't understand why Trump supporters wouldn't be like, that's weird. That's suspicious.
Because Bob, they believe the dream that is left-wing propaganda, and it's not that he don't want to be fact-checked. Like the news that they're ingesting, that they receive, tells them that Donald Trump is righteous and what he's saying is correct, and that the other shit is like they're getting the exact opposite information of us, so they don't see it that way. Like that's what which is the part that makes me feel crazy that they feel like that is not reality.
There is a woman spending 9 years in prison because of how much she believes Donald Trump.
I know.
9 years in prison because she just believed the shit out of Donald Trump. That's wild.
It's crazy. But I
have a theory.
What?
A lot of these maggots, they have given up they have lost a lot to be MAGA. They have lost relationships, friendships, probably jobs, probably so much stuff, opportunities, because they are so MAGA. And now they know it's bullshit, but they can't give it up because if they stop believing it, then all of it was for nothing. If they stop believing, all of MAGA was for nothing. So who will they be without that red hat? That red hat is so much of their personality, is so much of who they are. When they put that hat down, they have nothing left. When Trump loses this next election and he's not campaigning anymore, and he's too old to run for president again, what are they going to fucking do? Who are they going to be?
I think that these people, the maggots as they're affectionately called, are people, like even when you see something like Jordan Kepler, they go to these rallies and we've all seen the viral videos and we're like how could we heard that Joe Biden lists all these things, but it's really some of the things that Trump has done. And then they flip it and I'm like, well, those are actually Trump policies. Trump thinks this. Like you see them in real time being like, oh, well, I mean, I just, but he's still Donald Trump. I just think that these people, again, they don't believe, like, they're hearing Jordan Kepler say it and he's presenting them with facts, but they're just like, no, that's not true. Even though they showed them the thing that you just agreed to, that has happened, is really what Trump did. But they just be like, nope. like they do a switch off with their brain that they just think that they're being lied to, and Trump is the most virtuous person that they know. It's kind of wild.
Well, it's called cognitive dissonance. And I think it should be alarming to them that this man has created a narrative that he is the only person they can trust. He has given them so much distrust in the media that I actually fear that it is now spreading over into liberal and leftist spaces where they are also being like, I don't trust the media. I go to independent journalists. A lot of those independent journalists are not journalists. They are hobbyists. They're entertainers. Journalism is an actual real skill. It is an actual real job that people go to school for years and years to learn. Journalism is not what Alex Jones was doing on InfoWars. What Ben Shapiro is doing is not journalism. He's not a journalist. Candace Owens is not a journalist.
And Alex Jones is fucking paying a hefty price for that journalism too. About
millions and millions,
hundreds of millions,
millions of dollars.
Yeah. So y'all want to just believe the people you want to. You're gonna end up just like Alex Jones, paying the Pied Piper for for spreading.
Broken down, and you're gonna end up like that county clerk who's in prison for 9 years because she wanted to do her own research.
I know.
And was it worth it? Let me work it. Put your fucking sentence down, flip it, and there's no reversing it, bitch, because you're doing the full time. You're going to prison. You're going to prison. Prison!
I didn't do it. Why are you yelling at me?
She's in prison.
You know?
And the sad thing is, I think about people like this sometimes, and whenever I look at someone, I always think to myself, I could have easily been you. I could have ended up being you. If I had all your experiences, I would have been just like you. I would have been in prison for 9 years because some bullshit I believe when the president told me that the election was stolen. That could have been me in prison. I could have fell for that. Well, you've fallen for a scam before. I've fallen for a scam before. Everyone's fallen for a scam before. But luckily, my scam I lost some money. You know what I mean? You got arrested, but I didn't have to go to prison for 9 years.
But I think
God damn.
I think that's a little different. I think that when you are choosing and behaving in cognitive dissonance and when you presented with the scams that I fell for, had I been presented with logical information and just did research, I would probably not would have fallen for them. The scams I've fallen for is because I was being ignorant to the facts of the situation. I just decided to believe in something as opposed to something like these people. There are mountains, truckloads of information that have disproved everything that Donald Trump and his followers have believe in, but you're still choosing to engage in it because at your core there's some level of hatred and all these things that you are choosing to side with when you side and align yourself with someone like Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to end up going to jail. I think Donald Trump knows he's about to lose this election and he's panicking and he's spiraling. I mean, he called for. Go ahead.
Also, the fact that all these fucking court cases, how this motherfucker, like the crucial ones, the one Georgia and somewhere else, the rigged ones that would have put his ass, that would probably put him in, that was supposed to be tried before the election, how his team was able to push those to after the election to try to make him win so that he wouldn't have to serve time is crazy. Like, again, a failure of our legal system that this shit is able to happen. Like the ones that were, I don't want to say inconsequential, but the ones that had less consequences happened before the election. And the big ones, they got pushed to later is crazy. The fact that he was able to do that is unfair.
I mean, also, they'll ignore stuff like the fact that on Truth Social, Donald Trump called for a united Reich, which is a term that is incredibly loaded. It is referring, let's say it was a term used in Germany during a very specific time period. Mm-hmm. Calling for a united Reich is insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
They don't find it weird that I think now there are 16, I might get the numbers wrong, cabinet members and former employees for Trump who are either in jail or waiting for their sentences.
It's crazy.
You think this man is surrounded by criminals and he's just not one of them? You think everyone around him is doing crime, but he wasn't doing no crime?
That's crazy.
There have been over 30 former cabinet members and employees who come out and be like, I know this man, and I'm telling you right now, he should not be the president, including the vice president of the United States, Mike Pence, who I feel would know. Mike Pence was like, this guy should not be president. If you can trust anyone in the world, I would be like, wow, maybe Mike Pence is onto something.
Yeah. Well,
what are the chances that everyone else is evil and you just happen to be the one good guy and everyone else is evil?
It's kind of like me and my friend group.
You're the one.
I'm the one good
guy.
You're
the innocent one. You're the innocent one. So you're saying you're the Donald Trump of the friend group.
and you are the Rudy Giuliani.
What I heard was you're the Donald Trump of the friend group. That's
you're
all
the
I
Rudy Giuliani. Jacob is little Steve Bannon over there.
I'm the Mike Pence. I'm the one who turned it around in the end. I got it together. It took me a while, but I got it together.
Mike Pence is still a bad person.
And I'm gay, just like Mike Pence.
Oh my God, you gotta start the drama. Ben Shapiro is gonna clip this and come for your ass on Twitter.
Ben Shapiro can fucking eat my ass after the gym. Clip that, Ben Shapiro.
After the workout too. No hooking up. Ben Shapiro gonna eat it.
That's what I said. Ben Shapiro can eat my ass after the gym.
Yes.
Wet ass P word.
Wet ass B.
That's a Ben Shapiro quote.
Some wet ass P word.
Oh wait, he said that in reference to what?
He's reading WAP and he goes WAP, WAP, WAP. That's some wet ass P word.
Got it.
Get a bucket and a mop for some wet ass P word.
All right, guys. This is a great episode about, I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about phones a lot of this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed our talk about phones. Also, I want to say this. For those of you who, at this point, comment and be like, they just talked about this for bitch, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I've been seeing the comments and I'm like, they only talked about phones for like 2 minutes. Yes, bitch, welcome to the show.
Some folks are new here.
They are new here.
Also, those of you who are new here, me and Monét only do watchery for Drag Race and All Stars. We do not do UK. We have done stuff in the past. We're not those girls. You get 2 watcheries a year. Not UK. All Stars and RuPaul's Drag Race.
See, Baba here spreading misinformation.
Down Under, Thailand, Amsterdam, Canada, Mexico, Dragula, Camp Wanakiki, and America's
Global All-Stars.
Global All-Stars are the only things we do. Those are the ones we do. I'm kidding.
Also, guys, I say it, just in case some of you made it to the end of this, you're listening, Bob and I have a very, very sickening Patreon. Like, when I tell you the amount of content we are pushing out is impressive for 2 bitches that are
emphasis on the cunt.
So if you wanted to be on our Patreon, getting early releases to all of our content, seeing the full videos, go to Sibling Rivalry /support or just Google Bob and Monét Patreon and you will get a link to our Patreon. You can join. We have a couple of tiers and you can get all our early releases and all our content, girl.
Look at our stuff. You will get early episodes of Monét Talks. You'll get early YouTube videos from Bob the Drag Queen. You will get early, pretty much anything any merchandise that we sell, you'll get first dibs at it. Also, with all of our live shows, you get first dibs as well. We still do Zooms, not all the time, but we still do Zooms with everyone. And honestly, my favorite part is you get to engage in the tiebreakers to decide who's right about what. And it usually goes my way.
I'm not going to dignify any of what he just said.
Shorty swing my way. Sure looks good to me. Now would you? Also, I ate your ass on that little challenge because it's actually not about color blindness. It's hue, bitch.
Yeah, but who has?
Bitch.
Let's look at the views though.
Bitch.
Let's look at the views.
Okay, let's look at the views from the singing challenge.
No, let's look at the views. Oh no, where's it? See, here he goes, shifting the goalposts. Let's look at the color.
Let me grab my food. Hold on. Let's do a jump cut. Hold on.
I look so beautiful here, guys.
So I'm happy to concede you. So what you're telling me is that the views are what makes it more successful?
No.
Is that what we're judging it by?
No, I'm talking about only the color one is what I'm talking about.
No.
No.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
We were talking about the color one. Now you want to shift it to something else.
Because in that case, I ate your ass on the singing challenge.
Okay, no. Okay, first of all, yeah, if I did 7 of them like you, I did one singing challenge.
My singing video.
Go to the first one that had like
devoured you.
Go to the first one because you did 4 of them.
First one, the one with me and Jared Goldstein. I'm talking about me and you. When we were challenged.
And the first one that you challenged me. The one you challenged me. Let's go to that one.
You've been eaten alive, Monet. You've been
Let's
eaten.
go to the one you challenged me because I don't need you. I'll go to it myself.
Monet, you've been destroyed. 4.1 million.
Let's go to the one that you challenged me.
4.1 million.
Oh, you deleted it. You deleted the one that you challenged me.
I did not. It's still there.
Where is it?
Tell me you don't know how to use TikTok without telling me you don't know how to use TikTok.
Yeah. 979,000 when you challenged me. So the direct one, I had more views than you.
4.1 milli.
What about her though?
Monet.
What about her though?
What you're doing is moving the goalpost.
No, you're moving the goalpost. You're moving it.
I understand why you would do that.
You are pushing that goalpost up.
It makes it so you can win.
This is you.
When I get it, it makes it so you can win.
This is the goalpost?
I understand.
This is Bob.
You did it earlier when we discussed that you talk on the phone in the middle of the room.
That's not true. You literally changed the question after we agreed on a question. Which was honestly, that was the craziest part. That was the craziest part. You just changed it. I was sitting here like, this is, oh my God, I feel like I'm at a fucking vice presidential debate. You just changed.
And then again. But you know what? That being said, I'm gonna let you live in your little land or where you live. And I'm gonna eat my motherfucking chicken wings.
And I'm gonna tell Andy on that ass that you eat chicken wings.
I give a motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell Andy on that ass. He told you eat more protein and you were overhating Popeye's
This is
chicken.
protein. What do you think chicken is? What do you think chicken is? Calcium?
Okay,
potassium?
Does Popeyes offer a grilled option now?
You know fried chicken is protein, right?
Yeah, but with dripped in fat.
So you know.
You want to have protein without the fats. That's how weightlifting works.
What you want to do is mind your fucking business. That's what you actually want to do. And on that note, thank you for coming on my show.
Goodbye.